Hi folks, this is Elgin Subway Surfer Bolling, your creative caricature marketing consultant, your CCMC, and we are continuing on in our lessons on how to become a professional caricature entertainer. In the next couple of sessions, I'm going to talk about some essential documents that you need. Do you hear me? That you need to establish yourself as a professional. The one thing that we want to do is to establish ourselves as a person who is a business person, who needs to be taken seriously, and not just some guy or girl who just comes schlepping along off the street, an artist, okay? We are business people, and I guarantee you that if you have these essential documents, this is how you are going to be perceived, and perception is everything. And once people perceive you a certain way, they'll be willing to pay you accordingly. And also, it helps your image on the inside. You'll feel good on the inside about yourself, and you'll start projecting onto the people that you deal with. But without further ado, I'm going to refer to my teleprompter here, on the essentials that you need. And here they are. 5 essential documents that every artist needs. Number 1, an inquiry introduction letter. Number 2, a work contract, which we will go into in detail in another video. Number 3, a promo flyer. Number 4, a business card. And number 5, a thank you letter. I want to focus first on the inquiry letter of introduction. Now, this is going to be a letter or a series of letters that you write beforehand, and they're going to be used in your email correspondence and also to mail snail mail. I know a lot of people don't do the snail mail route, okay, but the great thing is there's something about having something in your hand, that makes it sort of memorable. We live in a society now where so many things are done electronically that it's really very, very easy, for a person to forget that they even received something from you, because they're being, there's this constant barrage of email that keeps coming into a person's box. So there's something about a physical letter that makes that person stop. Also, a lot of old school people like my age, who you may be trying to get business from, really feel kind of uncomfortable, believe it or not, or out of sorts looking at electronic media. And they actually feel more comfortable when they receive a letter or something written in their hand. In fact, it feels more official to some people. There's something about electronic media with some people who are older where it feels less reliable, less readable. So that's why I suggest that you make your correspondence for electronic and for print. But I digress. Well, not really. It's not really a digression. We're on the subject. But anyway, here's why it's necessary. You want to establish yourself as a professional. You want to get to work, but nobody knows you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're offering. So when you write the inquiry letter, this is a good opportunity for your personality to come out. And basically, in the letter, you want to write down the following things. Of course, who you are, okay, what you do, and you want to acknowledge a problem that they have. Now, there are 2 key times where people have parties in most companies, okay, because we're targeting companies. They have parties for New Year's, and they have parties for Christmas or holiday party. They call them holiday parties, not necessarily Christmas. So they're going to have some kind of a holiday party for either New Year's, or they're going to have it, for Christmas, Kwanzaa. They're going to lump everything together. They're going to have an annual party, okay? And you want that business. And so you're going to write a letter of inquiry telling the client, who you are and how you can solve their problem. And how might you word that? Well, let's see. Got something written down here. Hello, my name is Bippity Bop, and it's that time of year again where you're dashing. I'm making this up as I go along. Where you're dashing through the snow, and the reindeer are coming, and Santa's coming to deliver gifts, and you've got this holiday party, but you need a cost-effective, very important to say that, a cost-effective, fun way to help you celebrate this time of the year with your clients, with your employees, with your special guests, and then you tell them about your business. Okay? Tell them exactly what you do. You include samples of your work, of course, and you word inside the letter of inquiry that you'd like to give them a call. In fact, you tell them, I would be calling you within the next 2 days or so. And you follow up that call. You follow up that letter, with a call. Now, this is a really, really old school way of doing this. And it's so old school that it's going to get the person's attention, because you're having the courtesy telling them that your call is coming, so that they are going to be prepared for it. They'll have your contact information. They'll have samples of your work, so that they can see what you do. And I guarantee you're going to get some work out of this. Works like a charm, I guarantee you. I know I say this a lot, I guarantee you, because you'll just be surprised how great this works and how easy, it all is. I've used it before. Now, in another section of my videos, I'm going to have, I guess in the links, I'll have examples of sample letters and flyers, that I've used. But it's very important that you craft a good letter of inquiry. Let's see if we can't think of others that you can write. One moment here. Okay, an end of the year event for business. You might say something like, if you're looking for a fun, cost-effective, you want to use that phrase, a fun, cost-effective way to celebrate your company's success at the end of the fiscal year, or as live entertainment for your next holiday party or promo event, consider hiring me. My name is Bippity Bop and blah 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 blah. You get the picture. That's how you put this letter of inquiry together. It works like a charm. It especially works good for schools. Okay, schools have one event that comes up all the time, and it's graduation. That's coming. Now with schools work with very, very tight budgets. So what you want to do with schools, you want to get that information out pretty much, not the first day of school, but I'd have to say give it about 2 months or so into the school year. You want to start sending your information out. Let them know who you are. Let them know that you understand about their needs for cost-effective, fun, form of live entertainment. That's it. That's the phrase I'm looking for. A cost-effective, fun, live entertainment for your graduates. Now, here's one thing about schools. Like I said, they work with budgets, and they often don't have any money. Don't worry about that. That's easy to solve, because what you can do with schools that is hard to do with other companies is that parents are always willing to pay for activities for their children, for different crafts and stuff. They do it all the time. They've been doing it since kindergarten, so they're wired to give money. So you tell the teachers or the staff, listen, you have each student in the graduating class, donate $10. The money does not have to come out of the school's budget. You just have each student, donate $2 to $5, and you can pay for an artist. You will be surprised how schools will take advantage of that deal. I have done that with schools. I have done that with individual classes. It works like a charm. Believe me. You can also write a letter of inquiry around certain holidays for school, like Mother's Day, like Father's Day. You propose that you're going to draw caricatures of the kids. It costs $5 or a head for each kid to get drawn, so it doesn't have to come out of the school's budget or the teacher's pocketbook. You draw the kids, you have them paste or staple a caricature onto a card for Mother's Day, and there you go. You got the kid's face. School's happy. They've got a craft, that no other teacher in the school will have. And I'm telling you, teachers get jealous. They compete. If one teacher sees that one of their colleagues have done something special like this, it's going to be no time at all that they're all calling you to do the same thing. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. But everything starts with that letter of inquiry. Okay? So that's it for that particular lesson tip. I'll be back, with other lesson tips lesson tips? I'll be back with other caricature tips that you can use in making yourself a top-notch caricature entertainer. This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bolling, your creative caricature marketing consultant, your CCMC.